What's going on? Just smells so good, nation. I'm your host, Roosevelt. I'm sitting out here in front of one of my clients and one of my business partners, barbershop right here, and he sells the fragrances here. And I was just thinking, since I am waiting for him to cut my hair, I thought I'd just reach out to some of you who may be here live or not, still trying to figure it out. Just recently, I'm just here to tell you, I found out something that's very disturbing in business. How some people manipulate you thinking that that money is quick, and money is quick, but it's a way that you're looking for a sit down and wait for the income to come in business. Our business is not like that. Our business is very consistent. It's a touch-based business. Like, hey, I'm touching this, I'm moving, I'm accelerating a movement of business until you be able to invest in other businesses, then you can go forward. And that's why I emphasize that our business is not quick, but it's consistent. It's consistent cash flow, consistent money. But you got to put in the work to make this happen. And then once you start building your cash flow, you start investing in other businesses that allow you to build teams to give you financial freedom, just like a Social Security or a pension. That's why I emphasize to go into the Avon business. That's why I emphasize to go into the Melaleuca business, because we are, as a business, and the fragrance business, like in the oil business, we are the one-on-one sell unit. Unless you start distributing products to different vendors or distributing to other people to help them create opportunity, your game plan is going to be not existing, because it's not going to be solid. Especially if you don't reinvest the money back into your business quick enough so you can roll it over to make more money. You have to do that. Years ago, I wrote a book called The Business Hustle Owner. 13 chapters of impact information to help people understand the business model, what I'm speaking of. You can buy this on Amazon.com. Read it, 13 chapters, quick information. I'm investing in myself. Like most of you know that you have investments inside yourself, but you won't, some people just ain't capable to put it moving forward. Because look at it like this. We're all gonna get older. We are gonna get old. And one day, certain things like a business investment, like a business, it's gonna help you carry along. Because I noticed, and I noticed harshly, that someone coming over to the barbershop, waiting for him. I know harshly that people are not going to get Social Security. I'm sorry. Some companies going to fail on the people who get pensions. It's going to fail. So how do you do this? You got to start some business. And I can't tell you about all businesses that are successful. I don't know them businesses. I don't know about them. So I'm saying I don't. But I do know that if you're trying to strive for 6 figures, or you're not trying to strive for 8 to 9 figures of income, producing money, generational money, then you are really making a sad mistake. Because if you're looking at the limit of $100,000, and that's what most people try to go for. If I'm making $100,000, $100,000, I'm letting you know I done made $100,000 more than one time. And 100,000, I'm sorry about that. $100,000 is not what it seemed to be. It's overplayed. It's overplayed. I'm sorry. Because the reason why I would tell you that it's overplayed, because it's so much going on in the economy. You got $2,000 rents. $2,000 rents. You got, $2,000 rents. That's $24,000 in 12 months of years. Some places, some cities charging much more than that. Some of them people are paying $3,000. How can you justify that $100,000 is a lot of money to support 2 kids, a wife, and a mortgage? You cannot justify that. Just recently, let's listen to me. And this is the game plan, right? Our insurance company told us that they're going up $400 on top of our mortgage. $400 on top of the mortgage, and that's not even the city taxes. They're talking about going up much more. Now, if you got a low mortgage already, and you talking about going up a double-digit salary, right? Double-digit. It's insane. It's truly insane how the cities, the government officials, man, it's going to be an uproar. And like I said before, if you looked at the video, Vandella, DeVifa, people going to go in uproar. And that's the true fact. What can I do, Roosevelt? The first thing I would do, I would suggest to you, go buy this book. Go buy this book. It's on Amazon. If you want me to sign it, here's the way to do this. And you want me to sign this book, and you want this book shipped to your house and all that stuff, send me a cash app, right? $BHOINNONS for $25, and I ship it, sign it, right? But you got to make sure it said Roosevelt Davis. I'm going to ship it to you, and then I want to go over with you, probably a consultant, about 5 minutes, 10 minutes consulting, to see where you want to be in business and how you want to grow in business and so forth. If you're looking for fragrances, go to justsmellsogood.com. I have a Rolodex of fragrances. Go in the search bar, put in what fragrance that you want to buy or smell or whatsoever. Go down there and put down the Rolodex and go for that. And if you want to contact me, go to the contact page, Rolodex, go down to the search, put in the contact, put your name, telephone number, and email address, and I can contact you, email you, so forth. Like I said, I'm sitting here waiting for my buddy. I need a haircut today. I'm gonna get a great haircut. Look, a little sharp. But these are the things that's really concern me. And I really want y'all to post on what concerns you. What is your plan of your game plan? What do you feel like that you want to do this year before the 2024? What do you want to accomplish, and how do you want someone like myself to help you to accomplish that? Because it's getting insane, y'all. I'm telling you. I'm about to do also a live Zoom. I don't know if I'm gonna do a live Google Live, and then I bring other people on it. It's gonna be $95. You can ask me many questions that you like. The only questions I cannot give you certain vendors, because that comes with a $250 intro fee to do that. So so you can work with the manufacturers, so you can start with your business. But I will say this, I will be able to talk to you about those things and much more after you pay the initial fee for that. But just a basic conversation and how to grow your already existing business, and how you charge them for each item, or do you want to get bigger in your fragrance business, or you might missing a certain component in the fragrance business, or you want to learn how to maneuver to a wholesaler, and why is wholesaling is good for cash flow and why it's not, why you want to build bigger in the profitability of the business so you can increase cash flow for the long generation, and referrals and referrals and referrals after that. That should be a better margin of your time, because wholesaling is just like another job to me, and that's why I don't have that many wholesalers. There's nothing wrong with it, but the profitability of the wholesale is a little bit more time consuming, because you got to still be the one who bottle the product, label the product, and create opportunity for the next person. And if that's what you want to do, that's good. But understand this, it's so many inconsistencies of that type of doing business. Me, I prefer to get a customer and have that customer as repeat customers, and that customer refer me to other people like themselves. Like, let's say for certain parties, like we do parties together, we might not only do parties, we do functions, and let's say for something else, we're not only going to do functions, we'll hang out together on lives or something like that, like dealing with Avons and Melaleuca and something like that. Talk about how to scale the business up further than 6 figures to help that person grow their business, and they won't be sustainable for the drought that may occur in the business. Let's say, for instance, the flea market. The flea markets are good for traffic. What type of flea market you should be looking forward to? How I got a flea market moment with my son and my daughter. We walk around and scale the flea market. We walk around and scale it and see what tables, what areas, A, B, C, D, E, F. We checked out 2 flea markets, 2 weeks before that, and then we found a flea market that's going to be sellable for him and I, because he's my partner. So I want him to learn the business so he start building his own cash flow, so he can buy his Jordans, so he can buy some shoes, and take his little girlfriend on a date, or hang out with his friends and so forth. Just to help him mature into a man, period. Because at the end of the day, I'm gonna be older, and I cannot continue to subsidize him as he become a man. I got to show him how to grow a business, and that's many times that's what is needed in our community, business community. How we create young people into adults, even though they go to college and so forth. We have to create that opportunity for them, like the Chinese and the Jews and every other nationality. And it seems like we as African American, we keep on forgetting that it is needed in our communities to grow a business with our children, even though they don't want that business at the present time, but it just gives them the psyche to know how to maintain a business, right? And so you won't have to just rely on excuses like, I'm gonna sell drugs, I'm gonna do It's so many different excuses that you don't have to have. You know what I mean? Or I'm gonna scam someone, or blah blah blah, bull crapping after another. When you actually should be learning the systematic ways of a business, reading. Like I gave him this book, and I give him other books. I give him the book about the Bible, the principles of Solomon, and so forth, even though he don't want to read it. And even though his school gives him so much information at school. And my daughter, she's learning how to work for her money. She go to the shop. She learned how to make incense and so forth. It's different things that that's going to help them out. Now, when I do another video about Quick Money 3. Now, I really want to go big on Quick Money 3. I really want to tell you how to go big, but we have to go over the serious fundamental of how small your money got to be and how to make a profit out of it. Now people don't know how to make a profit out of a dime. They don't know how to make a profit out of a dollar. They don't know how to make a profit out of $5. They don't know how to make a profit whatsoever. In fact, some people go into the dreams of this could make money. Why not you invest into that business? Unfortunately, that's not going to work, because it's certain factors that goes in the business, right? Certain factors such as insurance. You got to have insurance. You got to pay taxes. You got to have enough profit to pay those. You got to have payroll. You got to have staff. You got to have material factors. Material factors mean like clothing for your company, or clothing for your team, and so forth. And if not, your business is going to go backwards because you're not moving forward. You got to figure out how to pay rent, mortgages, so forth, and both mortgages got to be covered, such as your home mortgage and your office mortgage, and or your different areas of town that you are. Like we may be at the flea market. We already factor in that the flea market is going to cost us additional $250 a month, but will the cash flow carry that through the flea market? Will it self pay for the business? Yes, we're going to install infuse in the business. We're going to fund it, right? The business is going to fund it, but however, will it continue to maintain itself? And you got to realize you got to fund your websites, you got to fund your advertisers, you got to fund other websites, you got to fund different things that are going to help you move forward in that business. And if you don't know about that, it's not all in this book. Let's be short. I'm gonna be very, very real about it. It's not all in this book, but this will give you the beginning. Man, this is 1821. I hope you enjoyed this video, and hopefully this helps someone like you and others who come to this Just Smell So Good and Just Smell So Good Nation, or BHO Innovations, whatever the case may be, wherever you are in the world today. But here's the thing, we got to start. Let's clear out the 6 figures, right? I know they say you got to start somewhere, right? But let's be rest assured, when you do the math, 6 figures are not going to get you there. You're going to have to start 8 figures to 9 figures. You're going to have to start thinking in that situation. If you're not thinking in that way of thought, then you're already going backwards. Me, I'm always going forward into the international markets. International markets, and whatever we sell in the fragrance world, whatever the international markets give us, what is great in that nationality. Like something in Sweden might not be good in Japan, right? Something in Ireland might be great in Ireland. It might be great for the Swiss. It might be great for Germany. Something for Germany may not be great for West Africa. It may not be. See, those kind of factors, and the UK, every fragrance that we sell in the United States may be only governed for the United States. Every lotion or every vendor or so forth may not be great for those countries. And so that's why we have to always be aware of how we're going to grow our business exponentially throughout those countries as we travel. Like in Dubai, someone might be making a fragrance that's totally different and it's totally unique that we need to buy from Dubai only, and we might have to classify it as our own in the United States. Now, there's key factors that goes with that, and I'm trying to get off of here. Key factors that goes along with that. Will it be transportation wise, right? Will we be able to go through customs with that fragrance to bring it to the United States? How will this fragrance classify as a high-end fragrance, lower-end fragrance, or mid-fragrance? What notes that governs that fragrance to be successful, and does it create opportunity with other fragrances that we may have with that fragrance, with the fragrance business? It's a lot of stuff that is not allowed that will not create the best opportunity for the company and the client themselves. Will we be liable? Liability means insurance-wise, just in case something might occur with the fragrance that may make us liable for the person out of the country. Even though we want to sell the fragrance, we got to look at fragrance companies and companies that has liability insurance that covers us, protects the client, and move us both to the end zone of the fragrance. That's why we deal with strong vendors. Strong vendors that has insurance, strong vendors that we continue to buy from, strong vendors that have been successful for many years. We just don't buy from anyone. We just cannot. We cannot allow ourselves to be sued, and we cannot allow our customers to be harmed. And that there's so much to this business. It's so much, even though it's successful, even though it's cash flow heavy, it's so much more that some people do not understand, and they want to make the sale. We want you to be a long-term client. We want you to be successful if you're a partner of ours. We want you to be in the best form of a business that's successful. All right, I hope this helped everyone who's listening or who's have viewed this video, enjoying our lives. Please make a comment, share this information, and grow your successful fragrance business. Have a game plan to win. Peace.